Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tucson on MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It's Wednesday, November 25th. Gonna have some footage from our abs, calves, forearms, and conditioning workout coming your way, as well as my MAT session that I got going on. Gonna be playing some hockey tonight. Gonna share every meal that I eat for the day, and right now it's about 8:30 a.m. Bringing Chief for a walk. Been up since 6:30. Grabbed myself a cup of coffee with a drop of 2% milk. So let's get to the rest of the footage. Talk to you soon.
Got back from the walk with Chief, grabbed myself 2/3 cup oats, 3/4 cup blueberries, and a scoop of protein powder. Ran off to the gym to go meet Mitch for my MAT muscle activation techniques session, and Mitch is definitely onto something here today. First time he's worked on these muscles. I believe most of them are adductors. He's been working on a lot of my abductors. As I mentioned in the past, I'm prone to having really tight hips on this right side here, tight glutes. Right side has been a whole problem area. Like my toes always pointing right out. My leg kind of kicks out there, and that impacts a lot of things. It impacted me in my sprinting days. My leg was always kicking out to the side. It impacts me in my squat. Just overall positioning. Lunges is probably the biggest exercise in the gym that is impacted by this, and his treatments have been just exceptional over the past few months. Things have gotten a lot better. My right leg feels a lot more stable when I'm doing lunges. It's been a great improvement, especially in the past month. But this treatment in particular today, it's kind of the opposite of what he's been doing all along. Just was absolutely incredible. Really eye-opening experience how weak I am when he's testing these muscles. So that's what he's going through here. These are tests, and then you'll see where he's doing some of the palpations, and that is kind of the treatment to it. Stretching the muscle spindles, I think Golgi tendon. Don't quote me on that. No, definitely muscle spindles, which will improve the signal from your brain to the muscle. So he's going to the origin and the insertion of the muscle, just doing his little treatment on it, and then he's going to retest, and if it comes back weak, he'll treat it again. Comes back strong, then we move on to the next fibers that he's going to test there. So basically with MAT, muscle tightness is a symptom. It's usually a symptom where the root cause is a weaker muscle somewhere else. And today we found the biggest weakness we have ever found in my body. Amazing how you can lift all these weights in simple little movements, simple little resistance. I can't resist when you put your body in a certain position. So very, very eye-opening experience. Now, right after that, trained one of my female clients, Bonnie. She's going to be competing in the spring, and we're just continuing to build size on her and keeping her nice and lean, and she's just absolutely kicking butt. If you saw her in the last video, I don't think I've had anyone work any harder than her. She definitely knows how to flip that switch and just give it her all. So she's doing awesome, looking solid. You'd be blown away at how much she has improved in the past 12 to 15 months. Shoulders, back, legs, glutes, everything has come along just ridiculous. But a lot of it comes down to the effort. Of course, I'm proud to say she's following the aesthetic muscle plan and kicking butt on that, along with some personal coaching from me. Afterwards, had to go do a little shopping, grabbed some Starbucks, tall red eye, and then got home after that shopping and had 1 1/4 cups of plain Greek yogurt and 1 cup of frozen mixed berries, some strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, dark cherries in there. That's my favorite little fruit in there. Hit the gym with Paul just after 2 o'clock. Rick is working days today. He does 12-hour shifts, 2 days on, 3 off, 3 on, 2 off, and sometimes he's 7 to 7 in the morning during the day or 7 to 7 at night. And I play hockey tonight, and he's on days, so we couldn't meet up for our workout. So Paul and I got to the gym. We're doing abs, calves, forearms, and some conditioning today. So this one is a little circuit that we're doing. I love this one. I don't know, kind of like a jackknife type thing with the TRX going between the hands, then out to the hands. Love it. Great stability on the shoulders as well. Felt really good, felt really strong on these. And then heading over to the forearm machine. Gonna do some wrist curls, some forearm flexion here. Just getting a good pump. Nothing too crazy heavy. Going for, say, roughly 15 repetitions here. I'm kind of torn. I like this. Rick likes it. I think Paul likes this machine as well. I kind of like the free weights for these. It's not so bad with the forearm flexion. I think the forearm extension I definitely prefer using a barbell or dumbbells instead. So after that, walked over to the leg press and did some calf presses here. Pretty happy with how my calves are looking, coming along for being such a weak point for me. Again, calves are definitely, genetics play a role. I never use that as an excuse, because when I bust my butt on them and really work them the way they should be worked, giving them as much attention as every other body part, they grow. They grow slow, but so is a lot of other body parts on my physique right now. At this stage in the game, with 25 plus years of training under my belt, being 40 years old, everything's going to grow fairly slow at this point, so can expect to add inches on my calves like every month or so. So I'm happy with the way they're coming along, kind of balanced out. Here we got Paul. We moved on so we did the circuit for that, and now we're doing 100 reps. So Paul's kicking off here with 100 reps on this ab machine. It's a good machine. I've never been really too keen on a lot of the ab machines out there, but I'm getting more comfortable with this and really enjoying it. So trying to choose a weight they can do about 20 reps, 25 reps on the first set. Only rest for about 5 to 10 seconds. Do as many more reps as you can. Rest for 5 to 10 seconds. As many more reps as you can until you hit 100 reps. So you really want to keep that rest short. Your reps are going to decrease each set. For the most part, I think I hit, for myself on this, I did 25 the first set, and then 15, and then I was able to keep 10s all the way through my last set. 10 was a challenge. Did the same thing, 100 reps for seated calf raises. Love this machine. I find this one really, my mind-muscle connection, especially out of the bottom, like really engaging the calves before I lift, is really, really good with this movement. I think part of it, I can see my calves in the mirror. So in the bottom, I see my calves contract before I actually lift the weight. That's huge. That's been really key to my calf growth, I believe, in addition to hitting them a lot more frequently and a lot harder. Just really engaging the calf muscle. I'd get that weight up by any means necessary. I'd contract my bottom of my feet, use hips, use whatever I had to get that weight up there. It's unreal what you can do there. This is a great little ab exercise. Learned from one of the members at the gym, Gabe. Nice young guy going through human kinetics right now, so it's fun. Love bouncing ideas off of him. Solid kid. Side leg, there's not a huge twist here. I'm just kind of driving that elbow down to the side. I'm keeping my hands together, just crossing the body a bit, squeezing that elbow, keeping it nice and tight. It's just a tiny twist, but I'm just really squeezing down to the side there. It's fun. So just a slight bend in the knees. I'm slightly leaned back. I just got my feet kind of locked in place. It's not a huge twist. It's kind of like a Russian twist where you could use a medicine ball or a weight plate or a dumbbell. But I love the resistance here. The resistance of the cable is awesome. Good burn. When you get this right, you feel those transverse abdominals and obliques doing some serious work. Love this forearm exercise. This is probably my favorite one. It's a good challenge, but a great burn, just a great pump in those forearms. Usually we're 2 to 3, get it up there, choose a weight that I can get up there 2 times. It's a good struggle here. It's our second set. Liking the details I'm seeing even in the shoulders here as I'm going up here. Always checking out, always fascinated with my physique and looking for those little details, those little improvements. Sometimes the scale doesn't move. Sometimes you don't see, the scale moves, but you don't see you don't see the fat disappearing from your problem areas, the lower belly, the love handles, the lower back fat, but you see more details in the shoulders and the arms, and you know you're on the right track. You know you're burning. You just got to stick with it. Don't get discouraged. Just keep moving forward. So after that, we went down and did some conditioning work. We got the battle ropes. We're going to do some kettlebell swings and some skipping. So we don't have a timer or anything. It's like roughly 30 seconds that we're trying to do each one, but we just keep moving. There's no rest other than just moving from one exercise to the next. We did this for between 20 and 25 minutes, and it was awesome. Worked up a great sweat. Now, I don't do much with kettlebells at all, so any of you kettlebell experts out there, give me some pointers on this, because I'm not going to, I think it's a 25-pound kettlebell, so I'm not killing myself. I really like the feel of this. The hamstrings is freaking awesome. It feels a lot like Romanian deadlift or a good morning or something like that. Great tension in those hamstrings, hip hinge movement. I love the feel of it. Hope I'm doing it right. This is new. This will be Paul's first time. I've only been doing it a few times lately, just kind of throwing it into this conditioning work. I find it's a great conditioner. I know you can do it, I think, one arm at a time and switch arms or whatever. I'm just trying to feel that tension in the hamstrings, keep the heart rate going, working that body. So this is completely new to Paul. This is the first time, and like I said, I'm not an expert, so me coaching him on this movement is I'm not going to be the best coach on it because I'm still trying to learn it myself and kind of perfect it. But he's just playing around with it, trying to get that feel in the hamstrings. I think he's doing a pretty decent job for just trying to get a feel for it right now. Again, this is our first set. This is our first go around that I'm recording here. And then I stopped the recording and cranked up some tunes, some Rage Against the Machine, some old school rap. We got some Cool Mo D, I Go to Work, some Maestro Fresh West, some LL Cool J, all that great stuff from the 90s. Afterwards, had these things from Costco. I don't know, called manicottis, stuffed with ricotta cheese and spinach. I think we're looking at 3 of these was 350 calories maybe. A little bit of sauce on top. Then shortly after, had 8 egg whites, an extra large egg, the spinach, the peppers. No mushrooms today. And after that, ran off to see Shane play guitar. He's got the red guitar there, their school band. It was Arts Night. And then ran home, had to go to hockey, scored 2 goals in a losing cause, but had a beer, a Bud Light after hockey, came home, had a small bowl of this frozen yogurt. It's delicious, and stayed under 2,000 calories for the day.